going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over all of the 89 overall All Madden cards that came out today and letting you know the best ones to pick up for your MUT 23 squad. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here because you were searching on YouTube for MUT 23 content and you found my video, stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So a lot to go over in this video. Not only are we going to show you all of the 89 overall All Madden cards that came out today and go over the best ones to pick up for your squad, but also let's talk about how you obtain those cards. So earlier today we did drop a video going over the entire promo, including how to get a free 86 overall Randy Moss from the solo challenges. The only other ways to obtain these 89 overalls are obviously buy them off the auction house. Number two is if you get lucky and pull them out of packs, you certainly can. There are reroll packs, and we're going to show you the prices and talk about that in a moment. And then number three is getting them via sets. Now, unfortunately, EA mid-video or like mid-morning switched up the way that you get these cards. So in my video this morning, we were a little bit incorrect, unfortunately. I posted it in the comment section letting you guys know of the change. But originally, when these sets came out, it allowed you to put any 82 overall card in there, and you would get an 89 overall fantasy pack in return, picking one of the players from this All Madden promo that you want. They changed it shortly after it came out, and now the only cards you can put in here are 82 overall, specifically All Madden cards. And there's a couple of ways to obtain them. Again, obviously buying them off the auction house. There's bundles that include them, and there's also reroll packs. So before I go over the players, I just wanted to do some math really quick, and we'll probably have to do a follow-up video if this eventually works. It's not really working right now, but I just want to get the wheels spinning here and, tell you guys what I'm looking at. So this set requires 28 82 overall All Madden cards to complete it. You put the 28 cards in there, you get a fantasy pack. That fantasy pack gives you any one of the 89 overall cards of your choice. In the training store, we have an 82 plus All Madden training pack, which is 575 training. So if you open up this pack 28 times at 575 training, I had to write this down, but I am still good at math, guys, that would cost you 16,100 training. And that's assuming you're going to get all 82s. You have the shot at getting 89s. They are confirmed. They're definitely in this pack. So I was doing some math, and I was like, all right, if it costs 16,100 training to open up this pack 28 times, which would give you enough 82s to do the set one time, well, what does that translate into coins? How much would that cost to do? Well, if we take a look at MUT.gg, these are the current rates of training, and if we use these numbers, it would be cheaper to buy enough training to open up that pack 28 times, maybe get an 89 out of the pack, but worst case scenario, you get 28 82s, you put those 28 82s, you build out the set, you pick the player you want, at the current training rate, so 83 overalls, 17.2k each would be 26.54 coins per training point. So we take the 26.46, multiply that by 16,100, which again is the amount of training you would need. That equals to 426k. So if you're confused, I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers out there. Sometimes my brain just works this way, and I apologize. What I'm simply telling you is if you bought enough training at those rates, so 83 overalls at 17.2k, you would only have to spend about 426k to get enough training to open up that pack 28 times. That's a lot cheaper than what these cards are going for. So then I was like, all right, that's only 650 training each time. It's going to take forever. Then I looked at the 85s, which give you 1.4k training every time you quick sell one, and I did the math on those, and I said, all right, that same 16,100 training, if we multiply that by 29.89, which a moment ago was the current rate for 85 overalls, it's now 30.54, so let's update our numbers. That would equal 491,694. So one more time, what I'm saying is it would cost you 491k to buy enough 85s to give you enough training to open up that pack 28 times, as long as you got those 85s on average of about 42.8k. The problem is training's actually a little bit more expensive than what this is showing, and I think it's just because the market is moving so fast. MUT.gg gives you really good information. They just can't keep up with all of the transactions. So basically, if you can find 85s for like 43, 44, even 45k, I did the math on it, buy enough to get 16,100 training, you can open up this 82 overall pack 28 times. That's going to give you enough 82s to do the set, and it would actually be cheaper than would be to buy these cards off the auction house. That's right now. If we look on the auction house at some of the more desirable items that we're going to go over again, we're going to give you all the best cards to choose as well. I'm going to get there, I promise, but I wanted to throw this out there as well. You see Randy Moss, about 550K. We take a look at Lawrence Taylor. I can't remember if he's a left or right outside linebacker. Let's see if we got it right. We got it wrong, so he's a right outside linebacker this year. If you look at Lawrence Taylor, he is 571K. Take a look at Joe Montana, who's going to be another one that people are going to want, right? His pricing, 502K, so he's a little bit on that cusp there, a little bit cheaper than a lot of people expected. Ronnie Lott is another one that looked really, really good here, and he's 542K. So if you can get those numbers to work in your favor, I mean, you can get these sets done cheaper by re-rolling. And one more time, if you happen to get lucky and hit gold and hit an 89 overall in one of those packs, then you're definitely up. You're way up in that situation. So now let's break down all of the best cards. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to go through the ones that I think are really, really good. Now, offensive linemen are really, really boring, but Bruce Matthews, left guard here, extremely good for this year in the game. He's always super versatile. 90 strength. The things that we look at on offensive linemen here are strength, awareness, run block, pass block. So 90 strength, 88 awareness, 88 pass block, and 87 run block. Best guard in the game by far if you're looking for one. But this early in the year, I don't think you should spend, unless you got a God squad and you got all the money and the coins in the world to spend, I wouldn't spend this much coin on an offensive lineman this early in the year, but he's definitely worth mentioning because he's very good. Tony Gonzalez, another really good looking card here, 6'5" tight end. I know like everybody in the world has Donald Parham, but this card not as tall obviously at 6'5", but I think just overall better, and I think could be a deadly threat. Seam routes are crazy good in Madden 23 right now. So 86 speed, 6'5", catching traffic at 89, that's 87, catch is 89, spec catch 87, and then the mid route running is also at 87 on this Tony G. One other thing worth noting on this card is he can get tight end apprentice on his tier 3 abilities, which gives him 4 additional hot routes. And this early in the game against man coverage being so sweaty right now, having those 4 extra routes at every play is really, really vital. So this is definitely one of my favorites. Pass rush is crazy in MUT 23 right now, and this Bruce Smith is going to make things worse if your opponent has him or if you have him for your opponent. 83 speed, pretty solid there. Look at the block shed 88, power move 89, and finesse move 86. Also, with abilities, he can get double or nothing for 3 AP. He can get edge threat for 3 AP, under pressure, and unpredictable, all for the tier 3 abilities. So he gets really good abilities, and obviously the attributes look really, really good on that card. Lawrence Taylor, always a goon in MUT, right outside linebacker this year with 85 speed. So he is faster than Bruce Smith. You can play him on the outside or the defensive end, being that he's an outside linebacker. He too can get edge threat and has 87 block shed, 88 power move, and 85 finesse move. So if you get like Bruce Smith at 1D end and then Lawrence Taylor on your outside linebacker, maybe on the opposite side of him, that's going to cause a lot of havoc. Initially, I thought Joe Montana would make this list, and I shouldn't be showing him because he's not really one of the cards I'm suggesting. I just want to let you guys know about this card. Like Aaron Rodgers is better because he has a better release. Jalen Hurts is better because he's a lot faster. Montana just doesn't get any good abilities, and that's what we're missing right now for quarterbacks in MUT is, set feet lead, pass lead, elite, things like that. I thought maybe Montana would get it, and he does not, so I would be passing on this card. Definitely not worth it. His teammate at one point, Ronnie Lott here, 89 overall free safety, is definitely one worth picking up. 86 speed, so he's one of the faster cards in the game. Obviously, I really love the combination of man, zone, and hit power, and that's enough right there. That's all I really need to talk about. 87 man, 89 zone, 89 hit power, 6 foot with 86 speed. He's a hybrid free safety archetype, and that's exactly what these attributes show. Randy Moss, probably the best card out of all of these cards. 6'4" wide receiver with 87 speed, so he's a taller Tyreek Hill, and great route running, short route running 86, mid route running 87, and deep route running 90. Catching traffic 87, catch 88, so this would definitely be my #1 choice. And then the final card that we recommend is going to be Warren Sapp, who is the fastest defensive tackle in the game. over 300 pounds, 6'2", and then the block shed power move finesse move is great because he's tied for the highest finesse move of all DTs in the game. He's tied for the highest power move of all DTs in the game, and also tied for the highest block shed at 89 with all DTs in the game. So he doesn't top anybody in all three of those attributes, but the fact that he is +3 speed on any other defensive tackle in the game kind of makes him a game changer. So in order, I'd probably say my top three are going to be Randy Moss, Ronnie Lott, and then Lawrence Taylor, with Tony Gonzalez basically being about 3B. He's like right there as well. You guys let me know if you picked up any of these. We'll be on Twitch later tonight. We're going to roll some packs for the cards, and if we don't get lucky and pull any of them, we'll probably build out a set or two. Definitely going to pick up Randy Moss, and we'll see where we go from there. Thank you guys for tuning into another video. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.